Hello all, this is Shanky. Today I wanted to share few tips on how to make your currency throughout the league. Before I start with that, I really wanted to tell put it out there that the videos I'm actually putting on YouTube is tailored towards people who are casual players, right? Who do not have maybe 3 hours a day to spend on the game. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to help them with the knowledge I have, which I've acquired maybe from 6 7 leagues, right? I have played. Even I'm a new player. I do not claim to be an expert. I do not have the best farming strategies, and maybe even I do not have the best atlas strategies and here, this and that. But I have curated few information throughout the league, right? I have learned through trial and error. So I'm trying to share few things that if you also do, by the end of the first week or the second half, you can also have these gears at least. I mean, if there might be different chase gear or items requirement you might have, but yeah, what I'm saying is like you can have a almost well-to-do character by 1.5 week if you follow few things. It's not about you need not follow exactly what I'm saying, but you need to understand what I'm trying to say, right? So okay, let's get into it. So when we start a fresh league, what is everyone doing? Everyone is rushing towards the campaign completion, and just they want to jump into maps, and they rush in such a way that they want to finish off this atlas, right? This entire web of maps. They just want to finish it off with their bonus objectives and all that, so that they get points to apply it in the atlas. So they start farming. So that is the general loop of the game. So first thing what you can do is when you are actually doing your atlas completion, right? The excess map that you have, the excess map that you have, try not to hoard it, right? Maybe once you are done with white map and you are maybe doing mid of your yellow map, right? You will not want to ever go back to white map. No one does, right? So at that time, maybe just put these all on sale, even for one chaos each. Maybe multiple maps for one chaos. I mean, initially having some currency with you, it's always good. So liquidate also, right? So once you are, uh, and moreover, whoever is behind you in the progression, they are always looking for maps for their completion. So maps always sell. Be it a high tier, low tier, maps always sell. Keep that in mind. So with that, let's go to the next one. So once you are done with maps, all the maps are done. You have all your points what you need, 115, no? 115 points you have. Now at that point, you would want to now start investing into some strategies that you want to, um, maybe for XP farming, maybe for any particular farming, and then hoping that you want to get some money out of it. I would suggest to think it in a different way now. Now, the player base has now started rushing toward maps. They are trying to get their items done or items crafted, this, that. But one thing that they will always need is oils for anointing their amulet. Everyone will need. These are all common things. There is not one build out there will say, okay, don't anoint an amulet, right? So I would say after you are after you have done your atlas completion and you have your enough points in T16 maps, start doing blight farm. I know few people out there find it boring, right? It might be, but it is very much profitable. And I would ask you to look into this creator on YouTube, Travik. He has very good guide on how blight works and what you need to do in that. So, uh, start with blight as your first strategy. You will make. See, you will mix these things: blight, drop, oil. Okay. So the thing is, uh, Path of Exile is hard because I mean, what do you say? No, it is heavily gated behind knowledge. If player does not know where do you get oils from, right? You don't know, right? You don't know that okay, I need oils to anoint my amulet, and doing so, you are going to improve your either defense or DPS or things like that. So a new player or even a casual player who does not have time to get educated in the game will not have that information. So I'm trying to put it all in the video so that you know what are they used for and where you how do you get. So once you're done blight, next thing is when you guys are in T16 maps, you will now start seeing high level flask drop in. Okay. Okay, so these are the flasks, right? So I would say even level 82 plus, these flasks you can start rolling with your what do you say, alteration orbs. They're not even that hard. All you need to do is know what the flask does and try to roll the exact same mod on it. That is what I do, right? So for example, okay, diamond flask. Let's go with diamond flask. Okay, open this. Okay, now I'll try to find. There you go. You have increased critical strike chance during effect. So at this time, this might not be expensive. It might not even sell. But oh, look at that. I'm even wrong. This sells for 30C. So this sells at this time, which is one and a half week or almost completion of a 1 week. This sells for 30C. Imagine 30C is actually going to propel your progression and your item progression even further if you're able to sell it, right? So all you need to do is have a base, know what you need on that, and start spamming. So the thing is, the main thing is increase critical chance during this. So I'm only look at the suffix. Suffix is important. Prefix could be, you know, how do you get either this thing increased effect you can have, or you can have gain 3 charges or gain 2 charges, increased duration. These are all, I mean, people are not too much keen about which particular thing they want the prefix, but the suffix is always that which is corresponding to the flask, right? So now once you're done with flask, and flask, the thing is flask rolling is very profitable. Like at the start, something like this will easily sell. Then later on, you people who have mage blade and all that, they want something like this, right? Increased effect and this increased movement speed and all that. They need all that. So for example, I made this. So let's see how much it sells for. Look at this, one divine. It might even go more later on. So at this time, it's not going because not many people do have mage blade, right? Okay, next is okay, fine. Now they have class, they have anointment. Now what they need? Okay, they have maps and everything. You know, they might need few levels, right? You need your passive points. You need more points to start doing what do you say, more damage or more defense and all those stuff. So you need to level up. Now, how do you monetize that, right? How do you make leveling up as making money? So I would say before it was doing Legion before this patch. Before this, it was doing Legion, right? Getting all these emblems, then selling that, or exchanging that for a spot in the 5A, and you will be leveling up, and selling whatever you have left. This league, now I think there's a shrine strategy, but this thing is, I think, still good wearable. Yeah, yeah, Breachstone. So now farming breach is actually very, very much profitable. So see, for example, this is the lowest rarity Breachstone. Let me see how much they are selling for. They are almost 23 each. The only, mm, yeah, the only catch is that um, you need to manually click and collect 100 splinters, right? So I know it is taxing, and really because of that, there are many people who don't do that, and this market is usually never taxed. You can always sell this, always, because if not during the league start, maybe at the league mid or at nearing to the uh, later league stages, people want to make or level up their alt heroes, right? So these always sell for the rotas. They will sell. So, well, okay, once you have enough money sold, you have curated with selling Flask and all that, then you can maybe respec. And now actually you have multiple this thing Atlas, so you can now go to a different one, spec into Breach, and try to maximize on the return, get it, sell it, right? Next, after Breach, I think yeah, eight mod maps. I think I've already shared a video on that. Very lucrative throughout the league. That, and even in spite of having a T17 map, I really think T16 maps are still going to be the hotcakes, right? And eight mod maps. Once people find out or figure out how magic finds can be applied on T16 maps, it is going to happen, and it's still happening. People do buy it. I am selling primarily only 8 mod maps and this thing, uh, harvest life force currently at least. So I have shared last video. I have shared how you can use this atlas to farm both at the same time. When you're running a map, you will get 8 mod corrupted maps which you have favored here, right? Please understand, if you have singular focus, you will have maybe less drop chance, but yeah, you will have all the maps which you are favored. So even if I remove this one and add something else, yeah, you will be getting either this or that or both in the same map. So that's how it is. And with that, I'm running crop rotation. It's actually paying out very well. And it's very simple to get into. Also, it's not expensive. Okay, now after you have made some good amount of profit, like you have few divine spare, like you have done your upgrades, now you're a little bit satisfied. Okay, now this is going good. How you can further your profit is by doing essence crafting, right? I'll share you one craft, maybe um, it is, I don't think it's hard, but it is going to be applicable throughout the league. I mean, in every league, I have done this for at least past four leagues, and that's when I actually found out 4 leagues before this actually sells so simply and so easily. So what we are going to do is you're going to make this offhand. I'm sorry, I'm not able to pronounce quiver properly, so I'll say offhand. So right, so I don't want people to be making fun of me. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we are going to first buy item level 82 plus, okay, fracture base of uh, this feathered thingy, right? So let me see how much is this going for now. At this point, it's going for anywhere from 50 C. Yeah, so my awakened POE trade crashed. Okay, anyway, so what I'm trying to say is this, you will buy feathered arrow offhand, and you'll buy it for a fractured base. Okay, with fractured base, you are looking for increased projectile speed. If you go for anything else, like if you go for crit multi, it's going to be expensive. It's going to be very expensive. And just do a workaround, right? You can add projectile speed in your fracture, and then you are going to go to and buy shrieking essence of Swan, right? And I know with experience or from craft of textile that within 75 tries, at least once you will hit this bow attack, fire an additional arrow. So this I was actually using. Yeah, I was using this one before I crafted this. This is self craft. So I was having this, and from this I got an additional arrow. It's almost what is that, 20 or not 20, I would say 10-15% increase in your damage, and people are now going to look for it. So I actually made two. One I am using and one I'm trying to sell. I'll be selling these two. So these are all similar. Same thing I did. I bought the base, spammed it with multi, and spammed it till the point I got bow attack, fire, and additional arrow, with the hope that prefixes are good. If the prefixes are bad, then there is a workaround always. But at the initial stage, I would say just work on suffix, sell that. That's more than enough. If you don't have enough, if you don't have place to craft life on prefix, then you might have to re-roll because life is important. Yeah, so this is what I do. The knowledge is key, right? To know how players are making money, and what at what time of the league and what stage of the league, what items would sell faster. Now I don't think white maps, I mean normal maps would sell, right? These white maps or yellow maps at this point they will not sell. So knowledge is key. Apply that. I'm always there to share any information that I am applying on my character, and I will continue to share any advances that I'm doing in farming strategy on my channel. So I hope you see that also, and continue giving me the support that you have shown in my past videos. Okay, with that, I'll leave. Thank you guys. Bye.